Hi, I'm Amy Hannon, and nothing thrills me more than people and food. I'm a preacher's wife, a mom of 3, and I own my own specialty kitchen store. I've kept an open door and a well-stocked fridge, which means I have fed a lot of mouths over the years. So welcome to my kitchen. This is Cooking Today. Hi, welcome to Cooking Today. I have Grace Hannon in the kitchen today. Gracie's my daughter. She is both equal parts happy and mortified to be here today.
Thanks for that.
But you are just a little bit.
A little bit.
It's always kind of hard to know quite what you're supposed to be doing. So I just told her we were in the kitchen cooking this pasta salad like we always are, except I'm not always squeezing her arm. I just am today. Moral support.
Moral support. I need it.
I know. You're cute though. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so today I thought what we would do is make the pasta salad that's your favorite. I've been making it since you were, I don't even know.
Really little.
Really little. And then all of her girlfriends have eaten the salad. Most of their moms have learned how to make it. Miss Kelly makes it when y'all go to Emily Kate sometimes, doesn't she? She does a little something different, I think, to hers, but it's always really good. And then I've made it for her birthdays. I make it for her when she comes home from school. And then did you? Oh, I sent this to you last summer when you lived in Florida. Did you make it in Florida?
Yes, I actually did. I made it for all the girls that were in my room.
She lived on her own in Florida last summer with a whole group of like college students, and they did kind of like a neat little summer training thing down there. And
they loved it.
They loved it, and she made it all by herself. And so I feel like really super proud that I've handed down this pasta salad. Don't want to like hurt your feelings. It's not very hard. I mean, you do.
It's not. It's not.
So it's delicious and it's fresh and it has all kinds of good things. So what we're gonna get going on is I'm gonna let Gracie have some tasks, and you can just go ahead and be cutting those tomatoes in half, sis. So what you need is, let's see, what are we gonna call this pasta salad? We just call it pasta salad. I mean, there's got to be more.
But there's many pasta salad recipes. That's
so
why
what are we gonna call it? I'll tell you when I first had it. I don't even know if you know this. You might know this. You can cut tomatoes.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut this pepper. Okay, so when you were probably, let's see, you were walking, so you're probably about a year and a half old. And Gina and Taylor and Bart all moved to Dallas. And we went and I flew you on my lap to Dallas. And we hung out with them for, here, I'm gonna lob this over there in the trash can. Am I close? I flew you on my lap to Dallas, and we stayed with Bart and Gina for like a long weekend, and you and Taylor played, and we went to Target and got like y'all little matching dresses and took pictures of y'all in a field, you know, dorky mom things. And Gina actually made the salad for me the first time, and I think she called it supreme pizza pasta, because basically it starts with pepperonis, and then you add kind of what you're putting into the salad is what would kind of go on top of like a supreme pizza. Does that make sense? So, did you know that?
No, I never thought about that.
Yeah. Okay, so tomatoes, black olives, pepperonis, a little green pepper or bell pepper. I don't love green, so I'm going yellow. Creamy Italian, so kind of like an Italian pasta salad, which is probably why you like it so much. You're kind of a
Supreme girl.
A supreme girl, or like kind of a salami. Like, what did you get yesterday for lunch when we went out? That good grilled cheese.
Italian stallion.
The Italian stallion. And
There's peppers on it and like an olive, what is that called?
Like a tapenade or whatever. So we're kind of doing the same thing. This is so easy. So anyway,
I've in here.
Yeah, so you can start there. Do you want my little scooper thing, or do you just want to do it with your hands?
No, I'll just do it with my hands.
Okay. So what we have going is a big old pot of very well salted water. And when it gets going, we're gonna add in jumbo, I always say jumbo, but the bag actually says large elbows. I call them jumbo because once they get cooked, they're huge. It's the ones we use for Granny Nelson's macaroni and cheese recipe. We're gonna boil those until they're just done. We don't want them to be mushy. We just want them to be just done. And then we're just gonna do all this good prep work. We're gonna cut up, Grace is cutting the tomatoes, and these are just like grape tomatoes. They're kind of like cherry tomatoes, but they're a little sweeter. So on the packages, if you ever get the chance to see the difference between a cherry tomato and a grape tomato, grab a grape if it says it on the package. They are just really, really sweet. So Gracie is just cutting those in half. Yep. And then I am just gonna do a little tiny chop on a yellow pepper. And this is not something that we always add in because if we make this for the brothers, they don't love the peppers.
No, they don't.
So we're doing it kind of the girly version today where we're kind of adding in some more like green things and some peppers and vegetables that she and I really like to eat because the boys aren't here. So you snooze, you lose. Gracie turns 20 this month because we are, I know, can you believe it? Did you just sigh?
That's 2 whole decades.
2 whole decades. I remember the night I turned 20. I was in my sorority house and I just cried and cried and cried.
Why?
Well, I don't know. It's like you'll just never be, am I going to make you sad?
No.
You're just never a teenager again and you just have so many big memories. But I'm telling you, your 20s are so fun. So fun. Grace is an education major at the U of A. She lives on campus. She's making awesome college choices. I'm so proud.
Thanks.
So far so good. And the beautiful thing is, and y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, you know this, I sure love when my kids are coming home. And so she lives pretty close and we see her a couple times a week and she always comes home to eat. If it looks good, she'll find out what we're having. Okay, so we're gonna keep chopping. We got a couple more things we're gonna chop when we come back. We're gonna put this pasta salad together, y'all. It's a breeze. This is Cooking Today.
Cooking Today, sponsored by West Rock Coffee Company.
Hi, we're back. I've got Grace Hannon, my girl, in the kitchen with me today. Generally, when we're in the kitchen together, we're in jeans and t-shirts or yoga pants. You were definitely in yoga pants.
For sure.
For sure. And some kind of pullover and ponytails and, you know, a good glass of sweet tea. As a matter of fact, we poured sweet tea in the commercial because, you know, we love it around here. We are making Gracie's favorite pasta salad. Maybe we should just call it that.
Just name it that.
Just
that
name
whole
it.
entire title.
The whole title, Gracie's favorite pasta salad, otherwise known as basically like a pizza supreme pasta salad, a nice Italian yummy one that has black olives and a little bell pepper and some halved tomatoes. And then I have these turkey pepperonis. Here, do you want to keep going on a bag?
Yeah.
We don't always do 2, but I really love when, I mean, don't you kind of feel sad when you kind of run out of toppings and all you have left is
We
the
usually
pasta?
do 1.5.
Usually
but
1.5 or so. We did 2 cans of black olives that we just halved ourselves. Now we have a little theory around here. My mom taught it to me that we like to buy the full black olives and then cut them in half because then it makes like a little ditch to gather all the good stuff.
They're
that-
better.
They're
I just think that they're better.
And they're not
Than the
mushy.
sliced ones.
Yeah. So we go ahead and just take the little extra moment and go ahead and have our black olives. So we did 2 whole cans. 2 whole cans minus probably, I don't know, 10 that we ate.
I can
We
eat
are-
the whole can or 2.
We're black olive people. Are you quartering these? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just quartering these. Now let's talk about your pepperonis. They're not all created equal. I use turkey pepperonis because they're a little drier. You know, when you do regular pepperonis, there's a lot of grease in regular pepperoni, which I totally love on like our flatbread pizza recipe because you want the grease to kind of help cook that cheese and the crust and all that. But they stick together because of the grease. And these turkey pepperonis are drier because they don't have the grease in them and they separate. Oh, they separate. And so that's what I like to use in this recipe. So I think we need to keep going. I'm gonna drain the noodles.
Okay.
You keep going.
Which one?
Let's weigh. They're absolutely equal. Here, let's just do that one. Okay, so Grace is gonna keep cutting the pepperonis. I boiled almost a whole bag of those large elbows. I don't have a real measurement on that, gang. I just know that I dumped almost a whole bag in our really well salted, super boiling water. And I've cooked them for about 6 or 7 minutes because we want them to be a little bit firm and not mushy. And they look nice and plump and yummy. So what we're gonna do is get this over to the sink. And I'm gonna get a little noodle facial from all that, look. It's mysterious. Okay, I'm just gonna put that back over there. And then what we want to do is start running cold water on these noodles for a while because we want these to be cold. Good night. It's hot. It's making me hot.
It's like a smoke machine.
It is a smoke machine. We're like a rock concert over here. Okay, so we just literally set this here and let these continue to just drain, drain, drain in a good big colander under cold water. And I just run it, run it, run it. And I give it an occasional little stir just to kind of take all the stuff that's, I mean, y'all, it's still going.
Still going.
It won't stop. Just to get those hot ones from the bottom up on the top and let them get hit by the cold water. And they need to be cold, 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 cold. Because we're going to put this really good dressing on it that we totally love. And I make this dressing for this pasta salad, and I also make it when we have pizza crust left over or breadsticks. It's basically kind of like a really quick and easy, creamy Italian dressing. Okay, there, we have the initial steam off, and I'm going to just let that run and give it an occasional toss. Okay, we did a bag and a half of pepperonis. Nice work.
Thanks.
And then, here, let's get a spoon and give that a toss so everybody can see how pretty it is in there. I was looking for my favorite wooden spoon. Here, let's use this one. You think you can get kind of under there and give it a little flip over? That may not be a good spoon for that. Yeah, see how that, there's red and there's that black and that pretty yellow. I just love all the color in this. And then at the very end, we do a little basil chiffonade on it for green. We've kind of covered it all. Okay, I'm gonna let that keep going. That is beautiful. And then what we have right here for our dressing is super easy, y'all. This is store-bought, zesty Italian dressing, and it's not even a name brand. And this is 3/4 of a cup. And then, sis, I'm gonna give you a little whisk. Here you go.
That's cute.
Thanks, isn't it cute? I did not get this at Mayonnaise. I got it from somewhere else, and it actually broke, and I put it back together because I really loved it so much. But there you go. So good luck with that. I hope it doesn't separate on you. Okay, so I'm going to let Gracie whisk in 1/3 of a cup. Oh, for crying out loud, my little thing isn't going to fit in my... Help!
I always use a spoon.
Just a regular spoon?
Yeah, which is probably not very efficient, but
Well, it might be, because
the way I
obviously
do
I
it.
can't stick that down in there. Okay, here, I'm just gonna do big soups, like a soup spoon. Okay, so we're gonna do 1/3 a cup, and I'm not really even gonna measure it, I'm just gonna put it down in here. And then what we're gonna add to it is a little bit of garlic powder, a couple of shakes of red pepper flakes, and some Italian seasoning, and whisk it up. When we come back, we're gonna toss this together, and we're gonna make Gracie's favorite, strawberries and cream, for National Strawberries and Cream Day. This is cooking today.
Iced tea, sponsored by Lipton.
Experience the local sounds, sights, and taste of the Fayetteville Farmers Market.
Do you know the producer behind your food?
What about how far away your food was grown?
Local to us means your food is harvested hours before traveling less than 60 miles to our market.
Enjoy music, chef demos, and special events while you shop for locally grown produce, meats, cheeses, flowers, artisan crafts, fine art, and more.
Visit us Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on the square.
The Fayetteville Farmers Market, 100% local and loved.
Hi, we're back. You can go ahead and start pouring that on. We have finished chopping all of our veggies and our pepperonis, and our noodles are cooked really nice and firm. And we had to transfer to a larger bowl because we quickly realized that we had not chosen my biggest bowl. And so since we did that big container of those big elbow noodles, we didn't have nearly enough space. So Grace is going to just give this a toss, and to that cream, that mayonnaise and Italian dressing mix, we did a little garlic powder, red pepper flakes, some oregano or Italian seasoning, and you could even add a little bit of sugar to it if you would like. Lovely. And I've rolled up a couple of these basil leaves, and you just roll it, kind of lay them inside one another, and then roll them up real tight, and then just cut them into really thin pieces, and that's called a chiffonade. It's a really easy way to do it. And then at the very end, we're going to throw on this, and we'll do a little fresh parm on top, and we are all set, like all the good stuff that goes on a pizza. Looks good. How are those little hands working? Pretty good?
good.
Good. Okay. That's good for now. Oh my goodness, it makes my mouth, does it make your mouth water?
I'm so hungry.
I know, me too.
Smells good.
All right, that's good. Okay, we're gonna stick that. Oh, that's a big bowl. That's my great granny's bowl. It's one of those big stone ones. Oh my goodness. It's, you wanna eat those? Or just throw them in the trash?
Yeah, I'm just gonna trash them.
Okay, so what we're gonna do next is strawberries Romanoff. And this is one of our favorite things ever. Gracie loves her some strawberries.
I do.
I mean,
for
probably
sure.
your favorite, wouldn't you say?
Strawberries and black olives.
Strawberries,
so-
see? All of Gracie's favorites. And so what is ironic, I think, is that National Strawberries and Cream Day is on your birthday. How about
It's
that?
just meant to be.
Meant to be. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, instead of just making regular whipped cream, which we've made before, we're gonna do a little Romanoff. And Romanoff is just kind of a fancied up version of a really good whipped cream. I'm gonna do a tiny bit more. You can get the recipe and the measurements on our website. Okay, sis, you can put this down and lock it. And then to the cream, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of vanilla. Oh my word, here, you're young. And then, can you do it?
No.
Come on now. Hand it to Andrew outside of the camera.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, she did it. Okay, muscles. Okay, just do a little splash of it in there. You can do it. Splash.
Left hand.
Beautiful, that's good. One splash, yep. And now we're gonna go ahead and start giving that a little mix. Then, thank you. What we'll do is, basically what we're doing is we're making whipped cream like we've made before. We made whipped cream for, I'm trying to think what we've made whipped cream for. Several things on here, I can't even think. Can you remember? I don't remember. You're in college. Grace doesn't really even get to watch this show, so.
I try.
She tries. I mean, I would rather you be studying than watching my show, please.
True.
Please.
That's true.
So we're gonna go ahead and let this whisk a little bit. I'm gonna add in a little tiny bit of, couple tablespoons of just regular powdered sugar. I'm going right-handed and I'm left-handed, so I'm going the wrong way. Okay,
got
now,
it.
we're gonna turn that up a little bit.
Smells good.
I know, doesn't it? And we're gonna let that whip just a minute and it's gonna get a little bit thicker and you're gonna be able to watch that and you'll be able to tell when your whisk is starting to drag a little bit, you'll be able to tell that it's getting thicker. Doesn't it smell so good?
Vanilla smells good.
It does smell good. So what normally is in whipped cream is just whipping cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla, pretty much, that's it. So we're gonna kind of get that going, but what makes this so delicious and gives it this really great little flavor is we're gonna stir in at the end a little bit of brown sugar and a little bit of sour cream. Does that sound good? And the sour cream kind of makes it, thickens it a little bit, makes it especially creamy. How's it looking?
Good.
Can you kind of tell that it's starting to get
a little bit thicker.
a little bit? Here, will you throw that away, sis? You all call your daughters sis? I do. I call you about 1,000 things.
Everything.
Grace has about 1,000 nicknames. They're fun though, I love it. Okay, how's it looking?
Good.
Are we getting there? Why don't
Sorta.
you turn that knob up? We're gonna get a little more spin on it. There we go. So what we also have, I'll step out real quick, is a really pretty platter that we're gonna put the strawberries on. And then this is my mom's old footed glass dish. I don't know if you can reach around there, but we have washed just some strawberries with their stems. Hey, look, this one's got a little, oh, I pulled it off. I was gonna show you how cute that one was with the stem. Oh,
should act like
there,
it's on there.
look.
There
That's
it
what it
is.
was supposed to look like. I pulled it off. Okay, so will you take these, we've rinsed them, and you can just kind of set them around down below the bottom of our cute platter. This is some of the meal. We had a really fun little birthday party for Grace when she turned 17. We had a really neat garden party in the backyard. And we did the pasta salad. We did some lemon bars, which we're going to do really soon. Remember those?
Yeah, they're so
And these
good.
yummy strawberries and this Romanoff. It was awesome.
It was a surprise too.
It was a surprise. Okay, so our cream is getting thicker. I'm gonna spoon in a little bit of this sour cream, a couple tablespoons of brown sugar, make it nice and creamy and sweet. When we come back, we're gonna put it all together and have a bite. This is Cooking Today. Hi, we're back, and we are just finishing up a day in the kitchen with Gracie, my girl. Thanks for coming here today.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. You're cute. I'm glad you're here.
been fun.
Okay, so we finished up our strawberries Romanoff. We added in our sour cream and our brown sugar, and we licked the bowl when nobody was
So
looking.
good.
It's so good. It's delicious, y'all. It's just got just enough of a little extra flavor. The brown sugar is really good. It kind of tints it and makes it kind of pretty. Gracie made us some pretty strawberries down there. And then she's got a little mint sprig that she's going to break off and put in the top and make it just really, really pretty. And then, gosh, mint's good, isn't it? We'll put it with our sweet tea. And then I also have our pasta salad that we finished up. We've tossed in our big bowl. Here, do you want to get your fingers down in there in that good parm that we've shredded and put a little of that on there? And then we'll do, we love that parm. And look how pretty that basil is, that little thin basil. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to do mine. You've got a fork. You can salt and pepper this to taste. You can add a little bit more of everything in it, whatever it is that you like, that's your favorite bite. You just load it up like we loaded up the olives. That's our favorite part. Okay, I'm going to take mine. I'm going more on that.
I did a lot too.
You did? I sure love it. Okay. And basil, and we've made 2 of Gracie's very favorite things to celebrate her 20th birthday. Fork.
Thank you.
Fork. Here. Pretty stuff, huh? Happy birthday. I love you.
Thanks.
Happy strawberries and cream day. Your favorite.
Best day of the year.
I know. Cheers. Here. This is cooking today.
Cooking Today, sponsored by West Rock Coffee Company. Kitchenware is provided by Una Mays. Groceries provided by Harps, Hometown Fresh. Online Elements sponsored by Fayetteville Farmers Market.